Hey there, folks, it's Jimmy Stewart here, hoping this is finding you all doing well. Today's video, we're going to look at a new guitar. Well, it's been around for quite a while, to be honest with you, but it's new for me because I just received it late last night. It's been sitting here in the studio acclimating a little bit. I tuned it up, and that's all I've done to this guitar. I haven't changed the strings. I haven't even cleaned the fretboard. I've done none of that. But I wanted to get this out to you because this is the new IYV, or the IYV, not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, or IYV, but it's the IYV, not the IVY like Amazon keeps wanting to list them, but IYV, and this is the thin line model, the natural thin line. Now, what's occurred on this particular guitar is something that's very unique, at least for the IYVs anyway. The previous batches of these guitars was a photocopy, a photo finish on the top, and all the guitars looked alike. I didn't really care for it, so I held off on getting that guitar for quite a while. I took a chance this past week, got this last night, because I heard from Iwan, again, not sure how I pronounce that name, but you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, but IYV has said that the newer batches of these would go with a real veneer spalted top. So I took the chance and I ordered it, got it last night, and guess what, folks? It's got a real veneer spalted top. Very, very nice. So I'm going to take you on an up-close look at this guitar, but before I do, let me just explain a couple things. I didn't really need another thin line Telecaster. As you can see, I have a few. But the difference on this, and I really liked, is the fact that this has got dual humbuckers, where my other guitars have, on the FF-PTH, that's got two dual P90s, and of course the FF-TH, which is the standard Firebird thin line guitar. I have a couple of those, have your standard Tele-type pickups and Tele-type bridge. As you can see on this one, you've got the Strat type hardtail bridge, but it's still through the body, as you can see, kind of like what they did with the FF-PTH. But this has got a single volume and tone control with a three-way switch down here. That has got the dual tones and dual volume with the three-way switch up on the bout. But very, very nice. Like I said, I haven't done anything with this guitar at all. I'm not a big fan, as most of you know, of the spalted look. But this particular guitar, when I got it and I opened the box last night, I was really surprised because I really do like it. It looks great. It's got a nice finish on it. The back looks lovely. Again, it's kind of a dark mahogany type of, almost reddish type back. It's got the bindings. The other thing I liked about this was that they did not, or if they did a very light satin finish on the back of the neck. It's non-sticky. It's really, really nice. The pocket is set beautifully. It has a bone nut, just a little high, but the slots are good. Everything's good on it. I will sand this bone nut down a little bit. It's got more of a Fender type of Tele headstock than the Fireflies do. Very nice tuning keys that seem to be holding just fine. Great job on this. The F-hole is done nicely with binding around the F-hole as well, all the way through. It's not rough, it's cut nicely. There wasn't a spot on this guitar, folks. It's very, very nice. I'm extremely happy with this one. So I now have a humbucker equipped thin line, and a P90 equipped thin line, and a standard Tele pickup single coil equipped thin line. I actually have two of those. I got a creamsicle one as well. So this completes the thin lines, I hope, for now. IYV, if you don't know, have been around since around 94, I guess. They're a Korean company that makes their guitars in a factory in Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. Now, they do guitars, I think, for Wolf, and I know they do a lot of the Harley Benton Toman guitars as well. Similar to the Brian May one that I have. They also make the Brian May Toman Harley Benton model there in Vietnam as well. So they do a lot of different guitars for a lot of different companies, and they obviously have their own company, the IYV. So I'm going to give you a close-up look at this guitar. We'll talk about some of the differences, and then we'll do some sound samples with it, okay? So let's get to it, folks. So here's the up-close video of the IYV Natural, the 300 with the spalted top. You get that hardtail bridge there with the dual humbuckers, the Destiny CNC wound pickups. As we go up the neck, you can see that it's single dot inlay. And you'll also notice that there is not a string tree for the D and G string. I'm not sure what that fretboard is, but I think it's the Jatoba, or it might be a rosewood board. It feels like wood. It doesn't feel like a synthetic board. Very, very nice neck. Look at the pocket on that. It's perfect. And I really liked what they did with the neck here, is that they did not stain that neck. If they did a very light satin finish on it. And it's really, really smooth, non-sticky. There's your hole through on the back for your strings, and of course a bolt-on neck, as most Tellies are. And a very nice maple neck with a very, very light, if any, finish on there. Tuning keys are very nice. I didn't even take the plastic off the back of them yet. And of course, manufactured and made there in Vietnam. Very nice profile neck. Very smooth. And a nice looking back. Kind of a dark cherry, almost cherry color. Okay, so let's have a couple of listens to some tones on here. As usual, I'm going to run it through my 15 watt monoprice amp here. And bring it up. This is clean. As clean as I can get it. I just have the volume. Everything's about mid on this amp right now, with the gain down at around just less than 2. And I am on the neck pickup. Tone and volume have nice roll off to them. In the middle. And the bridge. It's nice. The action is set up very nice on this. Of course, I'm going to restring it with my preferred 9s and then clean up this fretboard a little bit. The frets are absolutely beautiful. There's no sharp edges. They're all rounded. It looks like it got they're good frets all the way up. The neck is very, very nice. Kind of a flatter radius, but not really flat. And I'm not sure about the fretboard. I don't know if it's rosewood, or I know I've looked on the IYV site, and They claim to use like a red mahogany or pink mahogany for a lot of their guitars, and I'm not sure what that is, but it could be Jatoba or something like that. But it's very nice. Who says Blackfinger is only exclusive to Firefly guitars? It's got it as well. So there it is, the IYV, this is the 300, the thin line, the natural, with a real spalted veneer top on it. Very, very nice. Thumbs up to the folks out at IYV Guitars. Iron Vina, or Iron Vina, again, not sure how you pronounce it. Great job. Thanks for listening to the fans and making sure that these newer ones had the real veneer spalted top on them. It's a much nicer looking guitar than what was previously in stock there. And this one is set up beautifully. It was finished beautifully. The pickups sound great. I mean, you can't complain. They're Destiny CNC wounds, very similar to the pickups that are on my Brian May copy, except those are most set up as a Burns single coil. These are a humbucker, coverless, which is nice. The tuning keys are holding great. I really like the fact that they didn't gloss that neck. The neck is a natural. It feels great. No sticking to that. Really, really wonderful. I do appreciate the guitar. It's going to be one of my new favorites. Weight-wise, now, the Firefly FFTH weighs just under 6 pounds, probably about 5.7. The FFPTH, obviously more heavy. I'm going to say that's around 7-ish. This is kind of in between. Not quite as light as the FFTH, but not as heavy as the FFPTH. It's right in the middle. It's the Goldilocks guitar. Not too heavy, not too light. It's just right. Folks, we're going to say good day for today. thank you so much for stopping by. If you get a chance, check out IYV Guitars on Amazon. They listed as Ivy on Amazon still, but check them out. They got a lot of different models coming out. They have a Jaguar, they have a Mustang, they have the big jazz boxes, they have some PRS type style copies. They're coming out supposedly with a with that Jazzmaster that I'm looking forward to getting. They have this particular guitar. They have some Strats as well. Lots of guitars. Oh, and don't forget the Brian May, the IBM 200 Brian May copy is now, from what I'm hearing, they had some confusion going back and forth. I think Amazon had some old stock, but now the ones that are coming out should be just like mine. They should be the 0 fret. They should be the 3 dot in the 24 scale, the correct Brian May model. So we'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. I'd appreciate that. And until next time, folks, it's Jimmy Stewart saying so long. Take care of yourself, stay healthy, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye for now.